Okay.
We are recording.
We're ready? All right, we are live. And I just wanted to say, hey, everybody, welcome. This is Senita Wiseman and Toni Smith, known as Super T. And we have come here tonight to talk to you about something that is very important, especially to us being entrepreneurs and, business women. And we're sure that this will resonate with a lot of you out there that are also looking to follow in the path of entrepreneurship. So we just had a few things we would like to share with you. All right, take it away, Senita.
Well, I felt like it was very important to connect with people from different backgrounds. With me being a 18-year entrepreneur, never been in corporate. My last clock in was, my daughter was still under 1 the last time I punched somebody clock. And the reason why I turned around, because I saw the hours that they gave me. And from that point on, I only been an entrepreneur as a hairstylist. And I wanted to share with you guys the difference between the mindset of an entrepreneur and a person like Super T that has dedicated 20 years plus in the corporate. Now, a little bit about me. Like Super T said, I'm Senita Wiseman. I've been an entrepreneur for over 18 years. It's always been a lot of things about the corporate world that I did not like. But today, I wanted to share with you guys 3 main things about the difference between an entrepreneurial mindset and a job mindset. And Toni, the first thing that I wanted to talk about was being on time. As an entrepreneur or as a person without a job, with a job, and they think about being on time, they're responding to what someone else has told them to do. Some people think, well, if I have my own business, I could show up anytime I want. Not true. As a hairstylist, being on time is one of the most important things that you can do in your business. Yes, I set my own schedule. Yes, I decide when I want to go to work. But when I want to go to work, I have to be committed to showing up on time, because that's what I want to resonate with people, that this is a professional. I was a professional hairstylist, and I cared about other people's time. So it's a professionalism about being on time and having an entrepreneur mindset, because showing up on time, I know without nobody telling me that is key and it's very important. So now, Super T, how have being on time or not being on time, what's the difference between a job when you got to clock in at a certain time and clock out at a certain time, and the importance of it?
Well, it's nerve-wracking to be on someone else's schedule. And I mean where it is, because I became salaried after a while, which means that I don't have hourly clock in. I was paid a specific amount of money for all the time that I'm there. So when they said I had to be there and I couldn't leave until something was completed or the meeting was over or, whatever they needed, I had to be there. So time was not my own. Time was something that they used over my head. A lot of people were like, oh, well, I'm going to get paid for my time. I'm going to, that is not true. People feel like, oh, I have a job and I can work overtime and I can get more money. That wears thin real quick, because when you're talking about working overtime, you are releasing the time that you would have for yourself and your family to someone else. And that does not work. And believe me, after 20 years, that was definitely a drag. But still, as you said, you have to make that mind shift, because once you become your own boss, your own, an entrepreneur, you have to set the time. have to say, you just cannot show up. Like you said, you have to be professional. You said that you have to be dedicated and keep your word for what you said you were going to do, because that is the only way to be successful in it. You can't just say, it's not a sport. It's not, halftime. It's not, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and, I'm going to just go ahead and have fun all the time and not jump in. This is serious business. If you want to be successful, if this is just a hobby that you're trying out, okay, then you could just piddle around. If you're going to be successful, you have to be dedicated and you have to be true to yourself and be on time. That's it.
I really liked what you said when you mentioned being on time for someone else. The thing is, in the corporate world, I know when you're late so many times that there's a price to pay and there's penalties. Everybody is not on salary. Yeah, you may be 5 minutes late, but your check gonna still be the same. But yet the people that it's not salary and they 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, they're gonna see it at the end of the week on their paycheck. But they may also get write-ups. Now, as an entrepreneur showing up on time, you still stand to lose something. It's not, oh, well, I'm not on nobody's clock, so it's my business, so I don't lose anything. Yes, you do. You lose an ounce of respect from your customers and your potential clients when you don't hold your word to a time. So just as it is important to, in the JOB, be on time, it's just as important here. One of the biggest things as an entrepreneur is the repercussions of being late. If I'm late, I shoot a text, hey, I'm sorry you're running a little bit late. And a lot of my customers are understanding, as long as it's not happening all the time. And if I make a mistake and I oversleep or something like that, I apologize and I make it better the next day. What I don't get is a write-up. What I don't get is losing my whole business because I showed up late. But what I do get is another chance the next day to make it better and not fear losing my business. And I feel like in a person that work in corporate, they may fear losing if they're showing up late constantly.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's a stressful situation. Yeah. That's stressful, like being on somebody else's time and they're demanding when you show up, no matter what. There's no excuses. Like you said, generally there's no excuses and there are very few do-overs. It's 1, 2, 3, you're done. And because they're just waiting for somebody else who wants to wait on them to pay them.
Yep. Good point. Another thing that I wanted to share with you and with the people that may be watching is the etiquette of your dress code as an entrepreneur. Some people, they get tired of the uniform and they get tired of what they have to wear. But as an entrepreneur, it's still a way that you carry yourself in your business. Now, me and Super T, we are digital marketing professionals. We do a lot of videos. We have to be concerned with our dress code. Our dress code does not only involve from neck up or from shoulder up. It also involves our background. Look at my background. Look at Super T's background. And this internet marketing professional, this to me is a part of my dress code. And it's still a sense of professionalism. People think, oh, well, if I own my own business, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. If I want to wear house shoes, I'm going to wear house shoes. If I want to go to work in my pajamas, I'm going to go to work in my pajamas. Well, guess what? You, as the owner, attract the caliber and the type of people that you want to do business with. So being mindful of how you present your business to someone with the clothes that you wear, it makes a difference. If I was sitting up in here trying to do a video and I got on white beater and a hole in it and I'm telling you, yeah, you could join me for $22,000.
Like, yeah, right.
that connection is going to be lost. So you still have to represent your business in a very ethnic way with how you, one, being on time, and two, how you present yourself to others. Now, from the corporate world, how did you feel? Okay, wait, let me back up. For me, I don't like nobody telling me what I could wear. I don't like nobody telling me what color my hair could be. I don't like none of those things about corporate. It's not me. It's just not. So that's why the allergic factor kind of go off in my body when somebody tell me I got to wear black pants every day. Black is depressing.
Well, for me, I actually had a little easier with that as well because I worked third shift. So third shift is not, in the big crowd. I didn't see a lot of people, and I worked in the systems department, which was even more remotely removed. So we wore jeans, and before they even moved the department to another floor, we were in the basement. It was freezing cold. We would have to wear winter coats in the summer. People would think we were crazy. I was going, to work. I had my winter coat with me, and, so that's something else too. It's like depending on someone else for your environment, for, things for your place to be, to work, to be where you want it to be comfortable. That depends on someone else. So as far as the clothing and things like that, being an entrepreneur, you dress to make yourself put into the position of being a professional. If you're like anything else, if you're in your jammies and, you're laid back, you're not really in the mood to be in a business frame of mind. Now, I'm not saying that, every time you're doing a video, every single second, and you're always made up, hair and everything perfect, because that doesn't happen. Because you might be on the phone, and that might be the day that you are in your jammies, but still, put on something that makes you feel like you are professional. I don't care what it is. If it's that lucky t-shirt that you say, it gives you that atmosphere, that attitude, but you must get into that mindset. And when you do become, in front of other people, make yourself presentable, because you want that to represent your business. You want everyone to see you as someone to be taken seriously and to invest with.
Yes, I really like what you said as far as just for me, this is part of my DMO. Before I come to the computer and do my posting on Craigslist, Backpage, Facebook, and everything, I am dressed. I'm dressed. That's why I can have my photo shoots before I jump on the call with Joe, because I feel like I sound different when I am dressed. My voice carries different when I am dressed, feeling my best and looking my best. If I oversleep and I'm not to my computer until maybe by 6 and I choose not to get dressed, I feel the difference in how I sit in the chair. If I get to the computer late, I'm kind of slouched down, still got on my pajamas. It does something to you unconsciously. But when you are, if you got on a button up and some nice pants, you're not gonna want to slouch down in your chair and talk on the phone like, it's gonna bring posture. And when it brings posture, it's gonna resonate in how you speak, because when you're connecting with people as a digital marketing professional, the first thing that they have to go off of is 2 things. That's 1, how you sound if you're reaching out to them over the phone, and 2, your videos. So your dress code and your videos matter. And to me, your dress code before you start speaking to people also matter, because it determines your mindset. Love what you said. Right. Loved it. Last thing that I want to talk about. Write-ups.
Okay.
The difference between write-ups, having a job, and mistake being an entrepreneur. I want you to go first on this one.
Well, as far as having a job, and like I said, there are no do-overs. When you make a mistake, generally you don't get a chance to do it more than twice. If you have gotten a write-up, then the next time after that write-up, we know it's termination. Let's be serious, people. When they take you to write-up time, they're saying we're getting ready to say goodbye. So you know what the rules are. You know how many chances you have, and you know that they are not going to have your back. That's it. So you need to know what you need to do to make things okay for them. Now, being an entrepreneur, there is no write-up. You are able to fail forward to make sure that you know how to progress. Those things are facts of life. Corporate world doesn't actually revolve around facts of life. They revolve around unknown facts that are elevated way beyond what the average person is actually doing in their life. It really doesn't have anything to do with people, not as far as I'm concerned. The corporate world has a lot to do with just money. That's it. Well, where I came from, which was a financial job, a financial district business. So that was it. They were totally about making money. And their turnover, as you say, about the write-ups and getting rid of people was high, very high. So that in itself was stressful. You cannot begin to really express yourself in a job, well, because you're constantly afraid of making a mistake, of being human. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense because they hired humans, but they don't want you to be human.
Wow.
You have your own business, you bring yourself into it, and that is what the people see and appreciate. And there are no write-ups. You make a mistake like anything else. It's a person that you're dealing with. Apologize and move on. They appreciate that more than anything else. So being true, authentic, and real with people is what really matters.
Yes. Wow. I never feared that. So, to hear you express the fear of not just making a mistake, but almost the fear of being human, because the key is, and this is why I feel like where people get stuck at, the key for success is to continue to fail at some things and get better the next time. So the biggest difference when it comes to a write-up compared to a mistake as an entrepreneur, I know when I make a mistake, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. So when I made a mistake by being human, I'm looking for this opportunity of what this is going to make me a better person. It's going to mold me into something better, because we make mistakes. Now, the thing is, we don't want to make the same mistake over and over and over again. But what if we do? What if we make the same mistake as an entrepreneur for 5 years or 10 years, and in that 6th year, we got it right? If a job don't treat you like that. And my heart is like, oh, when it comes down to thinking about how people will be in fear of making a mistake, because that one human mistake could cause them to lose an income that they are providing for their family. That has to be stressful. It has to be, and people stress out thinking about owning their own business or stepping out into this internet marketing professional because they fear not having that income every 2 weeks or every week. Again, as an entrepreneur, I feel like that's a stuck mentality of feeling like you only could get paid once a week or every 2 weeks, salary, non-salary, maybe get bonuses and overtime every once in a while, and it's exciting. But for me, they got you tied in and stuck because your mind is conditioned to construct your life based on an amount that you're going to get at the end of the week or at every 2 weeks. So some people call that stability, and I don't. The work as an entrepreneur that you put in your business, you should know and believe you can receive income on a daily basis. The people that you work for, they know this already.
You're correct.
They know this already. They at the top. And it's not their job to bring you next to them. It's their job to make you the best person they want you to be, to work the position that they put you in and they said you was qualified for. I want to wrap it up and say that I am glad. Go ahead, go.
You know, that what you were talking about, that fear bleeds over into your regular life. That fear keeps you from doing all kinds of courageous things in your life. That fear keeps you from sometimes spending the time with your family that you need to because you're worried that you cannot leave that place. You've got to go and put in that time. That fear makes you afraid to grow. Being an entrepreneur, when you, like you said, when you fail forward. You learn and you continue to grow. And that is what being human and living is all about. Not to stay stagnant and not move in the same menial position, or I don't care how far up you go, unless you become the boss, you are still not going to be at the top. And you are still afraid that even tomorrow, after the bonus, after the raise, they can have your box on their desk and have yours say goodbye. And that's it. There is no loyalty or stability. Like you said, people think that's a stable position. There is no stability or loyalty in the corporate world. None. And believe me, I know after 20 years, I have a little experience with that.
You know, that actually reminds me of a story of one of my clients shared with me about her husband. And she said that, you know, around, I think it was Christmas, that, you know, they get the holiday bonus. And they got their holiday bonus. Well, the following pay period, they worked 4 less days and didn't have no other choice. So that bonus money, in their mind, what they was giving you was a bonus. But they knew, corporate at top knew they was going to satisfy your feelings with this bonus and congratulate you for serving their goals with a couple of $100,000 extra dollars. But then on the back end, I've heard that they cut your hours the week after just to balance it out. And when you do the math and think past your emotions of what did they just do to me, they did the math. And they play into your emotional state of feeling special. That's why they're going to give you this bonus. And I feel like, again, that keep you in a stuck mentality. Well, as a digital marketing professional here, we have so much freedom and time that no job, I don't care how much money you make, because at the end of the day, it's not about money. Money don't make me happy. Having the time to enjoy the things in life with my kids is what makes me happy. And I found a way as an internet marketing professional to not only triple my income as a hairstylist, but it has created so much more time than I even expected to the point where now I'm actually homeschooling my little one. And I didn't expect that. And being an entrepreneur over the last 18 years, I still wasn't able to do that because I didn't know how to take the time out that I needed to be mom, to be home. My kids wanted me home. And now my son's finna be 16 and my daughter is finna be 14. And all they've known for the last 16, or for all their life, is mama at work, mama at the shop, mama not here, or we at the shop too. Well, being a digital marketing professional, right now I only work 2 days a week behind the chair. Other than that, I'm connected with people, awesome people like Super T. This is what I call work. And like I said on the call today, when you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And when you grow to love the people that you're choosing to be around, on the inside of you, it's a feeling of wealth. Don't think about your bank account. Another trick of the enemy. Wealth is not measured, in my mind, in numbers. And I'm learning that being a digital marketing professional has taught me so much on how to leverage making money, spending time with my family, and being the best goddamn mama and woman of God that I can be. That's what being a digital marketing professional has done for me.
Right. I totally agree. I mean, after 20 years of working for somebody else, being, digital licensing professional, this is a dream come true, because this is the type of business where I have no overhead. I don't have to bring anything to the table other than the skills that are already in the business that comes with it. And this is simple. 3 steps. There's no, I don't have to rack my brain. It's easy to learn and it's fun. Like you said, I get to choose the people I work with. That wasn't the case in the corporate world. You get put in with a group of people that you don't know. After 20 years, there were, people come and go. And yes, there were people that I grew close with. And there were some that I could not stand, that brought so much darkness with them. Didn't want to be around them. So, because being in the corporate world, everybody was down. Everybody was unhappy. It was just a hard place to come out of. And so being, like you said, a digital marketing professional and doing digital licensing with this company is unbelievable. The freedom is off the chart. I can do what I need to do for my family, for myself. Actually, when I was, kindly released, from my position, I had to go and take my 401. They did not give any packages. That job does not give any retirement funds or gold watches or anything like that. So, if people say, well, I'm going to depend on my job when no, that's some bull. That doesn't happen. Well, it didn't happen in my job. If it happens in yours, God bless you. But I'm telling you, this position, this is what this business that I have here will replace my 401k.
Wow.
Double. So, and I'm talking about, I had a nice one for 20 years, so yeah, so if anyone has the ability to get into their own business, and I'm telling you, this digital licensing is the ticket. You need to do it. Take that bonus, take that, your income tax, sell those Jordans, sell that boat, whatever it is that you think you're going to use or do, and invest in yourself, because you're the only one that's going to do the investing. That job is not investing in you. It's using you. So take that time and apply it to yourself. Make it worth it.
Being an employee is really, to the big boss, you a liability. They're going to teach you're an asset, but you're a liability because they got to cut that check. they got to cut that check. That goes not an asset on paper, That's not an asset. That goes on
Right.
that goes on the expense. That's why you always replaceable in the corporate. But like you said, in this digital marketing arena, we have found, I think, everything that we've been looking for. I'm
Yeah.
a 18-year entrepreneur, and I found digital marketing. 20-year corporate, you found digital marketing, and we met together, and now we like, bam, unstoppable. So
That's right.
anybody coming from any walks of life are meeting here. We have doctors, we have artists, we have truck drivers, we have teachers, we have real estate investors. We have so many people that's psychologically unemployable, or like me. We have so many different kinds of people that's joining what we have. And I just want to say to you, if you have been feeling like some of the things that we have spoke about that have brought you down, I want to introduce to you a new idea of life, being an entrepreneur. It's the new wave. You know, I don't give the president too many props, but he is an entrepreneur, and that's the prop that I will give him, and I respect that part about him. But if an entrepreneur can make it into the White House,
Just think of what you could do. Hey,
just think
I
about
understand.
that for a minute. Think
Oh,
about
yeah.
his background and say a lot about politicians, and you know, he didn't live that type of life. From what I mean, I may be wrong, you know, this is not a
No.
subject that I usually talk about, you know, because of the ethnic of how I run my business. I usually keep politics out of it, but an entrepreneur made it there regardless of any other feeling or any other thought.
One that went bankrupt about 6 times, failed a couple of times.
He failed several times. And some people, I feel, in the job mentality, but you fail. You hit bankrupt 6, 7 times. No, he fell forward. You went bankrupt, but he ain't go broke.
Exactly.
Miss that. You know, people miss the bigger picture. And I don't get stuck on the little things in life. I'm stuck on being able to spend time with my family. And if you have connected with me or Super T, reach out to one of us. We are here for you to introduce you to being a digital marketing professional. Reach out to us, connect with us, share your story with us. Be a friend.
That's right.
I'm here.
You know, come on, join us, Unstoppable Alliance, because we would accept you. We are looking for people that want to be celebrated, not just tolerated.
Yes, I like that. Celebrated and not tolerated. I mean, I only got 4 months in. Only 4 months in. It's so much growth in such a little bit amount of time. And not one of them months has been stressful for me. I don't feel like I've just totally overwhelmed myself with what I have to learn or do here. The system is so up and ready. Literally, it's just plugging in to what you have to do to be in a position to make the type of money that you truly, truly deserve.
Yes,
We
that's
deserve.
right.
We deserve more than what's minimum wage? $7.25 an hour?
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
We deserve way more than what people give us credit
Oh my
for.
goodness. You're on minimum wage. Save a couple of paychecks and come on in here. It won't be long. Oh my Lord, that is not.
You could say you could hold on to one paycheck. Here's the thing: if you're living paycheck to paycheck, nothing is going to change from the next several months. because that's how you living, and you can and admit that. But if you choose to just take one, maybe two paychecks and say, you know what, I'm finna step out on something that I believe in, called a little bit of faith. And if when I step out, me stepping out is going to change my next couple of months. That's because you did something different. Continue to clock in and do nothing but only pay bills. You know what, Toni? I'll be honest with you. I went 2 months without paying a few bills, and I was A-okay with that because I know what my next year looked like as an entrepreneur. Right. Those are the sacrifices that I sold my dog. I did.
Damn.
But this is what it looked like. This is what getting to the top looked like. I didn't have my money sitting on the nightstand to just join a business. No. I mean, I sold my dogs. I sold furniture. I sold things that were just things that were replaceable. Detach yourself from stuff and past mindsets to take that leap. And if you leap into the Unstoppable Alliance, man, we got a strong ass net. I tell you, we got a strong net that's built by entrepreneurs with over 100 years of combined experience that are here for you. They still here for me. They ain't went nowhere.
These people know they schniz it, that's for sure. So no doubt about it. You will not be left out in the cold, lost, and don't know where to go. Every single person, not just your sponsor. If your sponsor, as they say, gets abducted by aliens, there is still the whole rest of the alliance to get you to where you want to be. And that is, to that laptop lifestyle I keep telling you guys about. It exists, it's out there. Just got to leave that corporate crap there and come step into the entrepreneurial realm. That's it. Move it.
Yep. And if you psychologically unemployable like me, I got a pill for that. Well, thank you so much, Super T. I really have enjoyed spending a little time with you, and at the end of the day, helping people help themselves. It has been awesome hanging with you.
Yes, it has been a treat, Senita. It really has. I enjoyed you as well. Thank you so much, Missy.
Bye, guys.
We'll have to do this again. You guys better look at it.
Bye.
See you soon.